Welcome back. Welcome back once again. This is Rod Powell on the You Should Get a License podcast edition, your number one source for information, education, inspiration on the most underrated career opportunity in business today. That is a career in the financial services and the insurance industry. We got a heavy hitter in the building today. Very excited. This gentleman has been in the business 10 plus years, agency owner, a couple of different offices, couple of different cities. Has really been doing it on a significant level, even offering opportunities to franchise agency offices to other agents, which is phenomenal. So if you're someone who is new, just kind of learning about this business, really getting into the industry, this is one that you certainly want to check out. I want to welcome to You Should Get a License, Mr. Jason Rodriguez from Prominent Insurance. Jason, how you doing, good brother?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself, brother?
I'm doing well, very well. Hey, we were just talking about before we actually started recording, just about, the opportunities, inside of the space. And we just left the NIA conference, National African American Insurance Association, which we were both at together. I mean, just before we started, you were just mentioning, just some of the power and powerful individuals in the room. Just wanted to just kind of get your takeaway before we kind of jump into the conversation real quick, since that's fresh.
Yes, definitely. And I would like to first thank you for the opportunity to be on your podcast. I see it all on LinkedIn, the people that you interviewed, and I appreciate the opportunity. Wanted to first start off by thanking you, my brother.
Hey, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate you taking the time.
Yes, sir. Oh, man, the conference was mind-blowing to basically see all of that talent and greatness in our industry. Because, when you look around, I'm on a chair of the IAB. I'm on different, you go to these big eye conferences and you could count the numbers of individuals of us that's there, So to see a whole room, 500 plus Black, and like we was talking about, a waiting list to get into the conference, and so elegant, man. It was just impressive. And I was telling one of my colleagues, I said, in that meeting alone, just in that conference, there was enough talent to run our own insurance company, our own reinsurer, and had the distribution, which is the you know what I'm saying? So they had everything. They had everything. We had everything there, brother. We just had to. If we put that together, we'd be unstoppable. Number one insurance company in the world.
Absolutely,
with all that talent in there,
And I gotta shout you out, man, because you had your son there, so you had future representing, and that was just amazing. And he even spoke, early on. Had some commentary, so hey, kudos to you. I just appreciate just what you represent, bro. And, what you bring to the table, not only with your business, but just what I've seen as far as you being a man and a father, having him there. So just want to give you some flowers on that too, bro.
Oh, man. Thank you, man. That's important. Showing the kids the greatness, what I mean? Yeah. Those images get embedded in their head. So that they come around, they see that, they can see what they can become.
That's right.
Wow, look at all my people here. Wow, he was excited about it. And he became the star. I couldn't go anywhere without somebody coming up to you. Where's your son? Where's your son? Where's, he's so I was getting, and then, from, and I take him a lot of places like that. And he always gets that same response because he's very respectful.
Yeah, man.
And, with all of that, we developed some great networking opportunities, and I made him my 11-year-old son, he's the president of marketing for Prominent now.
Nice. He definitely is a chief engagement officer, without a doubt.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, let's talk about Prominent for a moment. Kind of as we get started, on our platform, we're really kind of introducing these various market segments, the various opportunities, in this industry, which is the highest paid industry in the country, one of the most slept on, that people really don't even know exist until they get in it. Then they find out it's like the best kept secret in business. For Prominent Agency, I know you guys are headquartered in Wilmington, Delaware, have offices in Philly as well. What do you do on a day-to-day? What areas of insurance do you guys specialize in and focus on?
Oh, so we do property and casualty. So we do personal lines, of course. That's where we started. And now we're doing commercial, small commercial, anything under like $10,000 in revenue. We do our best work there. So we're a property and casualty shop only. Looking to get into benefits in the future, but that's all we're concerned about right now is property and casualty.
Okay. Okay. Now let's break down the property and casualty a little bit, because there's somebody who's listening to this platform for the first time, right? And they're hearing property and casualty. And I know even sometimes when I say property and casualty, they're like, what? Even though it's very simple when you break it down. What's property and casualty?
So it consists of auto insurance, home insurance, renters insurance, business insurance. So that consists of property and casualty. So anything doing with your home, your auto, your renters, your RV, your motorcycle, we deal with that, which we consider property and casualty. Buildings, structures, offices, all business insurance as well.
So basically, anything, if you listen, anything that you basically come in contact with every single day is going to fall under that property casualty. So your car, your house, if you hear somebody say property casualty, it's talking about your car, your house, litigation. If somebody wants to sue you for, something that they say you're responsible for, all these things are falling under that property and casualty umbrella. So it's a big market segment. There's a lot of opportunity there. And it's really a very important, part of not just business, but of our lives, to understand. So, Jason, man, I want to go back because, you've been in the business for some time. You've built a successful company. You're offering opportunities to other. You say you guys are looking to even expand into employee benefits in the future here. I like to go back and kind of start at the beginning. Take me back, 9 years old, 10 years old. Jason Rodriguez. Most people didn't think about or dream about kind of going into this business, but obviously, as I said, when they do, they're like, man, why didn't I know about this earlier? What were you dreaming of at 9, 10 years old? What were you dreaming of being?
So basically, I wanted to be a basketball player. Magic Johnson was always my favorite player, man. Seeing him come down in that Laker uniform, throwing it behind the back passes. So, I wanted to be Magic Johnson. So them early ages that you just talked about, 8, 9, I spent most of my time, like most of my youth and the friends as that we grew up with on a basketball court.
Yeah.
That'd be our job. Come from school, go upstairs, check in, and right to the court until it get dark. I don't know if we did our homework. I think everything was done at the basketball court. So yeah, just seeing that and being able to have fun around that age and just live life without no cares in the world. I didn't know. I wasn't looking towards the future. We're just present at that moment and just enjoying it. And been around a lot of entrepreneurs as well.
Absolutely. Now, did you grow up in Delaware? Or you grew up in Philly?
No, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York.
From Brooklyn, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So I grew up in Marlboro.
Live from Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Yeah. That's a Biggie from, Biggie from that style. And Jay-Z, we from where they call Coney Island, Marlboro.
Oh, okay, got you. Okay. Is that Marcy? Yeah. Is that Marcy?
Nah, Marcy is a project as well.
Okay.
Where Jay-Z grew up at. And I grew up in Marlboro. It's another project. Yeah, okay. It's another project on it's on the other side of Brooklyn. So Jay-Z Biggie grew up in like the block on a block. Me and Jay-Z grew up in the projects.
I got you. All right.
Okay. Yeah. So it's different mentality as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my wife, she's from New York. She would have a conversation with you on the Brooklyn piece. That's her thing. She was born in Queens. She grew up in Brooklyn, then moved to Teaneck and went to high school out there later on. So yeah, man. So coming up in that environment, coming up in Brooklyn, what did you see? So basketball was kind of your idea. What did you see around? Did you see anybody in this space? Did you see anybody in financial services, insurance?
Nah, unfortunately, man, in our communities, they take those individuals out of there. Once you get any type of prominence or, you make a little bit of money, you usually move out the project. So no, unfortunately, that wasn't the people that we have seen, but you watch movies, things and I had no idea of insurance. I had no idea of it, the value of it, and how much value it provides, and how without it, commerce would cease to exist as we know it. Yeah. I didn't know none of this about insurance until, I got into it. So it's like what you alluded to in your opening. I was listening to that. One of the insurance, the best kept secret.
Yeah.
So I didn't know nothing about it. And if you get into it, you figure out stocks and bonds. That's what you learn about, you hear about. That's what's promoted. That's what's sexy. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm,
So, we lived in New York, so you constantly hear about Manhattan, Wall Street. You can't go by without hearing about that. The financial sector, things of that nature. But as far as insurance, nah, I didn't know anything about it. And if you don't, and if you hear anything, it's usually life insurance, where they
right.
come to your door. They care. Yeah, I used to get a life insurance guy used to come to my house and give me this coupon book and come around every month and that type of situation. But as far as what we into, property and casualty and benefits, nah,
Not
it
at all.
wasn't heard of.
Is it,
Still
is
don't hear
it,
about it. Still don't hear about it.
you
We
still
gotta,
don't hear about it. That's right. That's right. You know what? You
so we
know,
gotta promote. It's
that's
our job to promote it. You know what I mean? That's what
that's a
we out here
good,
doing.
that's a good point. I mean, that's why this platform exists, because I'm like, yo, people
Exactly.
don't talk about these opportunities that are out here. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
I think like where would I what would things be like if someone had either come to my school and say, yo, this is a career path that you can get into? Because even when we see athletes, when we see entertainers, we're typically seeing we're seeing not only what they do professionally, but we're also seeing a lifestyle that's
That's
a
right.
result of that, right?
Yes, sir.
But since I've been in this business, shoot, I've seen the same lifestyle that you see with athletes and entertainers
That's right.
as well. Same restaurants, same trips, you know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Same cars, same houses,
That's right.
maybe even more, you know. So and the wherewithal to know what to do with it.
That's right.